Your heart is not a metronome. It speeds up and slows down with every breath you take. And right now, as you watch this, it's doing it. So as you breathe in, your heart quickens. And as you breathe out, it settles. Now, there's a breathing rate where the rise and fall gets so big and so smooth that your heart and your breath fall into one rhythm. It's about 6 breaths a minute, and most of us never go near it. Today, I'm going to show you what happens when you do. If you're new here, my name is Pat Dibley. I've spent the last decade in breathwork, working with a lot of people who are wired and busy and running hot. And of all the things I teach, this is the one that looks like nothing and maybe does the most. There's no big release. There's no breath hold drama. You slow your breathing down to a particular rhythm and your whole system starts to organize itself around it. When I first heard the phrase 6 breaths a minute, I thought it sounded made up or too tidy. This tidy round number someone invented to sell a course. And then I put my finger on my pulse and slowed my breath right down. And I felt my heart rate climbing on the inhale and dropping on the exhale, almost like a wave. And that was the day it stopped being theory for me. So today, two things. I want to show you the rhythm that's already inside your heartbeat and why 6 breaths a minute is the rate that makes it as big as it goes. And then I'll take you through it so you feel it for yourself before this video is over. If you place a finger on your pulse for a second or just notice your chest, you might notice that we tend to think that a healthy heartbeat is steady, even spacing, consistent, but it's actually the opposite. A healthy heart is changing its rhythm constantly from beat to beat. So speeding up a little, slowing down a little all day long. And one of the biggest things driving that change is your breath. So when you breathe in, heart rate goes up. When you breathe out, it comes down. And that has a name, respiratory sinus arrhythmia, but you don't need the name. You just need to feel it. So inhale, it gets faster. Exhale, slower. The size of that swing, so the gap between your quicker beats and your slower ones, is part of what gets measured as heart rate variability or HRV. You've maybe seen this on wearables or on apps if you use them. The short version is this: more variability is generally a good sign. Basically means that your nervous system is flexible, able to rev up and then settle back down depending on what's needed. A heart that's ticking along stiff and even tends to go with stress and fatigue and a system that's stuck in one gear. Now here's the part that got me hooked. That swing in your heart rate isn't fixed. You can actually make it bigger. And the main dial you have is the speed of your breath. So when you slow your breathing down, the rise and fall of your heart rate widens. Up more on the inhale, down more on the exhale. And there's a particular rate where it peaks, where the timing of your breath lines up with another slow rhythm in your body, the one that manages your blood pressure from moment to moment. So for most adults, the sweet spot sits around 5 to 6 breaths per minute. At that rate, the two rhythms stop fighting and start feeding each other, like timing your legs when you're going on a swing. So each breath arrives at exactly the right moment to make the wave bigger. Your heart rate variability climbs. And researchers call this resonance, and the felt sense or the felt version of this gets called coherence. I just call it the rhythm because that's what it is. That's what it feels like from the inside. So everything drops into time, 6 breaths per minute. If you do the maths, is roughly 1 breath every 10 seconds. So roughly 5 seconds in and then 5 seconds out. Now that's much slower than most people breathe at rest, which is usually somewhere between 12 and 20 breaths per minute. So we're talking about cutting your breathing rate to a half or a third of its normal speed. And we're not doing that by gulping huge breaths. We're doing it by stretching each one out and letting it go slow. This is where people get it wrong, so I'll say it plainly. Slowing your breath down doesn't mean inflating like a balloon. And if you take a massive heaving breath at 6 a minute, you'll just overbreathe in slow motion and feel lightheaded and worse, not better. So the breath will stay light, small and even, quiet enough that the person next to you wouldn't be able to hear it. You breathe in through the nose if you can, and you're not chasing a big lungful, you're just chasing the rhythm. So think soft and low down into the belly, not high and heaving into the chest. And a good inhale barely makes any sound. If your shoulders are lifting, you're trying too hard, so we want less effort and more timing. So why bother? What does 5 minutes of slow breathing actually buy you? Well, in the moment, it tips you toward the calmer side of the nervous system. The long, slow exhale leans on the vagus nerve, the brake pedal of your system, and the body reads it as a signal that it's safe to settle. The heart softens, the mind tends to follow the body down. Over time, this is the part that I care about the most. You're training the system itself. So every time you practice at this rate, you're working the reflex that decide how fast you can move between stress and calm. You can think of it almost like reps in the gym for your nervous system's flexibility. People who do this regularly often watch their resting HRV, heart rate variability, climb in just a few weeks. Now, in plain terms, that means you bounce back faster. So something stressful hits, you spike, and you come down sooner instead of staying lit up for hours. So resilience is not about not getting stressed, it's about how quickly you recover. And for me, this is one of the simplest ways I know how to train that. Okay, let me give you the actual thing. We're going to breathe at 6 breaths a minute together, and I want you to feel the rhythm rather than count like it's a test. So if you can, sit comfortably, both feet on the floor, let your shoulders drop, let your hands rest. You can place a hand on the belly if you like. Just breathe in through your nose gently. We'll go for 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. So a light breath, low and easy. Again, breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, in and out. Keeping it soft, nothing forced. If 5 seconds feels a stretch, you can make it a little bit shorter. If it feels easy, let the exhale run a little longer than the inhale. Just take a couple of more like this on your own, finding the wave. Inhale, lifting you. Exhale, lets you down. And even after just a few of these breaths, notice what's happening. For most people, the body gets a little heavier. The mind starts to quieten maybe a little bit, not because you told it to, but because the body settled and the mind followed. And just a couple more. This is how simple the practice can be. Breathing in for 5, gently through the nose. And out for 5. Nothing forced. Let it be easy. And just notice how you feel. So this is the simple practice and the rhythm doing the work for you. Here's how I'd fold this into your day-to-day life, not needing to go to a retreat or have a big experience, but making this an everyday thing. 5 minutes a day is plenty to start. So I do it first thing in the morning or in a dead patch in the afternoon when your energy dips a little or you normally reach for coffee or your phone. And just sit and breathe for those 6 breaths a minute for 5 minutes. Then get on with your day. You can also use it on the spot before a hard conversation, sitting in the car before walking into the house at the end of the day. Anytime you catch yourself winding up. So you won't always have 10 quiet minutes, but you can almost always take 6 slow breaths. And if you want to find your own exact rate, play around with it. 6 is a great starting point for most people, but some settle better after 5.5, some at 5. Try a minute at each and notice how your body seems to drop in the easiest. The rate is yours, so use it. So that's the whole thing. Your heart already rises and falls with your breath. And all you're doing at 6 breaths a minute is slowing down enough to make that wave go as big and as smooth as possible. And effectively, you're teaching your system to move between stress and calm with more ease. Now, it looks like nothing. 5 minutes, quiet breath, no drama. But if you do this daily for a few weeks, I encourage you to watch how much faster you come back down after the hard stuff in life. And that's the point of it. If you do give this a go, please let me know how it is for you. I love reading the comments and feedback here on the channel. And if you want to keep going deeper with this work around the breath and the nervous system, I've got a lot more coming in this series. So please be sure to subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.